friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Trisha. This is my channel Through All Threads, where I talk about crafts and other things that interest me. Today I'm taking some time to do a quick flip through of my Silk Sonder November wellness journal, and I'm also going to take some time to work in it. So I'm a little behind. It is in the month of November. Likely when you see this, it'll be at the end of the month. Oh, hi. Hi, I'm editing Trisha. Nice to see you. I am putting together the video that you're about to see, and I realized after I pulled it that, wow, it was a lot longer than I had anticipated, and I don't want it to be a super long video. So where I say in the middle, you know, that you're going to see this at the end of the month, you're going to see it at the beginning of the month. I think it's worth it. And I will do a flip through, like an after the pen at the end of the month for you all to see how I use this journal. But I think the November flip through and the little bit of setup I did, I think is worthy of its own. I do. So hope you enjoy, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. But right now we are in the month. I have not opened this yet, and I'm finding that if I don't carve out the time to do this, then it doesn't get done. And then my my self-care, my wellness, it suffers a little bit. This is something that I do for myself, that I want to do for myself, just to take some time to reflect and write, journal, think, all of those things. Last month for October, I never cracked open my journal. It was sad. So I'm going to sit down and do this for a little bit of time. I have set myself a block of time where I want to work on this, and we are going to do it together. So I have a small cup of tea because I'm done drinking coffee for the day. This is Yogi Sweet Tangerine Positive Energy, contains caffeine, which I'm really after. It smells amazing, so I'm pretty excited about it. This bag says drink 3 to 4 cups daily. I don't think that's a good idea, so I'm not gonna. But I'm gonna let this steep for a little bit. I'm gonna move it out of the way, and then we will go ahead and get started flipping through this. Thank you to those of you that have seen my previous Silk Sonder video. I'll link it below, and those of you that have ordered, I'm very interested if you have ordered using my code, how you're enjoying it. If you've gotten it yet, how you're enjoying it. I definitely hope that you are having a good time using it. I'll go ahead and flip this open because I haven't yet, and hopefully you can see what's happening because I cannot see the screen. So with all journals, they have a theme. November's theme is compassion. It's a good theme coming in on the holidays. We've got our index so that we know what page to flip through. The colors are very autumnal, which I absolutely love. I've also, because I'm going to work in my journal for a little bit, I have pulled some fall washi tape that I purchased just on Amazon. The colors are kind of matchy, so that makes me happy. We have got our welcome letter from Miha, the Silk Sonder creator, some recommendations on how to use some of the pages, the mood tracker, habit tracker, mind and body health plan, the sleep tracker, which I never use and try to repurpose. I'm not very good at it. There's a compassion log and compassion affirmations this month. That's great. A month at a glance, a 2021 full view, and then some future logs. I have a hard time using these. Remember, this journal is a one and done. You use it for the month, and then you get a whole nother planner for the next month. So I have a hard time. I mean, I can jot notes and then put them in the next one, but I actually use a different calendar system for my actual dates. and appointments and things like that. October reflections, I definitely need to spend some time with that. November intentions, again, every month I try to set some intentions of what I want to happen in the month. Sometimes it happens, sometimes it doesn't. We do our best. We do our best. Mood tracker, I will fill out. My mood tracker is generally the same, and I will be taking it from the my previous August planner. I can't find my September one. August, I think, is what I did my last video on. I really utilized this journal in August, and my mood tracker and my habit tracker remains fairly similar month to month. So I will pull from that when I create this. The sleep tracker, still haven't found much of a use for. The compassion log, I have previously reworked, I think, both of these to be craft logs. I have to look at that. Some journaling prompts. Write about a time when someone showed you unexpected compassion. What did they do or say? How did it make you feel? Write freely. Think of a challenge you're facing right now. What would you say to a loved one who is experiencing the same challenge you are? And who are the people in your life who show you the most empathy and kindness? How do they express it and how often? This is a compassion letter. Think of someone living or dead who showed you compassion. Write a letter to them. Is there a specific event that comes to mind? Or were they generally compassionate? How grateful to them? Are you grateful to them and why? Compassion affirmations, a self-compassion postcard. This is always where I wish I had some artistic ability, because I would draw something. Every wellness journal comes with a recipe to try. I have not tried any of them. They all seem really involved. I'm not into that. Notes page, coloring page, another self-reflection. This is me. So my favorite animal, has it been difficult to forgive? Has my personality changed since childhood? Do I have any tattoos? My favorite movie. That'll be fun. Some notes pages. Monthly expense tracker. This is the one that I generally put into a craft tracker. The quote for the month, and then a weekly setup. Oh, these are nice. Oh yeah, I guess they've always had that. I've never noticed the quotes in the corner. So these, the first 2 weeks of the month, and then we get our currently page. So that's just a time of mid-month self-reflection. And then more of the weekly layouts and note pages. Note pages, and then this is our last week of the month, which really is only 2 pages. And what I generally do is 2 days. I will use these 2 days, and then I will set up my December journal to start December 1st. Note pages, and that is that. So that is our quick flip through. I am going to work on my mood tracker and my habit tracker right now. I'm on limited time. I've set a small amount of time to work on this. Again, because if I don't, I won't. So we're gonna do this right now. I have a set of markers that I use in these journals. These are mild ink midliners, zebra midliners. I bought these from Amazon. Some of the colors are a little dark, you will see, so you can't use them much as highlighters. They are markers, but I love to use these for a pop of color. And then a lot of my journaling I do in these Staedtler fine liners. Some of mine are getting, these are a few years old, so some of mine are feeling a little old. I'm gonna have to find something to replace them with. And these are dirty. It looks like I dropped them somewhere. Okay, so I think I've got lots of choices here. I also, when I was coloring before, I used these Crayola Super Tips. These are markers that I got for my kids. I love them. I can be super creative anytime. I also have this whiteout tape, whiteout tape. That's what I'm looking for. And again, the washi. So I'm gonna take a little drink of my tea and then we'll get started. That tea is so good. Oh, look. Compassion. Look at that. Compassion is a state of constant giving of the self for others. I did not plan that. Thank you, Yogi Tea. That's great. All right, so I'm gonna flip to my mood tracker and habit tracker for August because this is what I want to use. I did not see, nor did I purchase, because I did not see the stickers. So 1 month I used stickers and I see them here. I'm gonna show them to you. Look, I just found last month's. This is October. I don't even know if I did anything in this. Yes, I did. I just saw some writing. Oh, the Wheel of Life. I love that. So I didn't get very far. I think I set this up and just never did it again. That's hilarious. So I did not purchase these stickers again. I have them for 2 months. These absolutely would work. I just don't care for them. I just don't care for them. So I like my midliners more, or mild liners. So let's see what we have. Let's write them down first. I'm gonna use this brown color. And my moods are going to be proud, peace, joy, anxious, angry, and gloomy. We're gonna pick the colors. So I'm gonna pick this yellow orangey color for proud. And peaceful, I see is this blue, which is not really a color in here, but that's okay. There's no wrong way to do this. Joy, I'm going to make pink. Anxious, I will make, I'm missing some of my colors. I will make this purpley color. Angry, I will make this dark reddish color. And gloomy, I generally use gray. I don't see my gray in here. I have a lot of places for a lot of pens. What will I do for gloomy? I wonder where it's at. I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna wait to see if I can find my gray for gloomy, because gray and gloomy just seems to go together. So I'll skip that one for now. Okay. So that's all set up. And for my habits, these are going to be habits that I want to track for the entire month. And for me, these are generally habits that I want to do every day. And they can be so super simple. So super simple. So I'm going to go back to my pen, and these don't change often, or at least they haven't recently. So, but I'm going to add actually a couple. I'm going to add a couple. So the first one that I'm going to say is no snooze button. I'm sure I'm not the only one whose alarm goes off and then they hit snooze like 5 times. My alarm goes off at 5:30 in the morning, and it would be really helpful if I could get up at 5:30 in the morning. It just sets my day up to be more successful if I take the time to like make my pot of coffee and not shower in a rush and have myself ready before I pick up the kids and have to take them to morning childcare. No snooze button. That's a new one. Morning meditation. So sometimes I will start a Peloton meditation first thing in the morning before I get out of bed, but after I stop hitting the snooze button, and just do a 5-minute laying in bed, positive affirmation, gonna be a great day, morning meditation. My days start out pretty well when I do that, and I've definitely gotten off track. Make the bed. I enjoy getting into a made bed at night, and if I don't make it in the morning, our bedroom looks really sloppy, and then I still have to make it before I get in bed at night because we're wild and the covers are always ripped all over the place. What else? I need to make sure that I do this in an appropriate order that makes sense. So after this, we're gonna say clean sink before bed. We'll say clean sink at night. I really need to try to clean up all of our dishes at night after dinner. Sometimes I leave them in the sink and then I have to look at them in the morning, and it's just really frustrating, and I just, why do I do that to myself? It's ridiculous. Nighttime skincare. Especially because we are masking at work. When I go into the office, which is 3 to 4 days a week, we wear masks all day, and my skin is finally starting to show a little bit of a toll from that. And it's important for me to take off my makeup, and it's kind of meditative as well. It feels really good just to wash off the day and end the evening clean and fresh. It's great. And I also want to make sure that I work in this journal every day. That would generally be after the kids go to bed, which is why I have it last. And I feel like there was something else that I wanted to put in here, but you know what? 6 things is great. 6 things is perfect. And what I also want to do, so let me pull up one of the perpetual calendars so I can look at it for November, is I mark off the weekends. So the weekends, I give myself a little bit of grace, just a little bit of grace, so that if I don't do some of these things and it's a weekend, it's fine. Like I don't I don't beat myself up over it. Here's brown. So what I do is I highlight those days. So the first weekend in November is the 6th and 7th. This is what I do. And then we have the 13th and the 14th. Again, doesn't have to be perfect. You notice my lines are not like perfect. I am not an artist. However, when it all comes together, it looks really pretty. 20th and 21st, 1 month I did this wrong and I was so frustrated. So hopefully I keep it together. And the 27th and 28th. And then also what I do is if there is, I'm trying to think. Okay, so like this no snooze button, this does not count for the weekends because I don't set an alarm. And so what I would do for those days is I would put X's. So this is not something that I'm going to track on the weekends. Okay. We are cooking. Let's see what, I've got a little bit more time. So what can I do? Affirmations. I'm just cracking up about that tea. That is so, that's, you know, sometimes stuff just happens the way it's supposed to. Okay. Get this out of the way. Let me start setting up this week. Let's do that. So what I do, is I have, let me think. What can I use? I'm gonna use this. And I have things that I do every morning that I write down here that have to do with my health and wellness. I feel like I have, I'm gonna just do 3. I need to look back at my other ones because I don't remember after not doing anything last month. Yep. Okay. So these are my non-negotiables. I think I used to have 4. These are my non-negotiables. Every day, these things happen and I check them off and I feel good about life. Again, not perfect. It's all very loosey-goosey up in here. Even on Saturdays and Sundays, this happens. And I write them in and it seems very redundant, but I don't care. I don't care. They are, my meds come first. I get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to take my morning meds because they have to be taken on an empty stomach and I cannot eat anything for at least an hour. So by the time I get up at 4 a.m., oh, and it has to be taken with a full glass of water. So I get up, I take my meds, I down a full glass of water, I go back to bed, and by the time I get up at 5:30, I can have my morning coffee. Okay, the next thing is the meditation. again, seems redundant because I have it on my monthly tracker. I don't care. Especially with the holidays coming up. You ever notice I don't dot my I's? Isn't that funny? With the holidays coming up, I need some more meditation because it's just naturally a little bit more stressful. And then the last non-negotiable, in theory, is my ritual. And my ritual is sitting down with this planner and doing my journal prompts. So Silk Sonder last month and this month and a couple months previous, they have been releasing daily ritual journal prompts. And that is meant to get you to slow down, stop, and reflect for no matter how long you have. When I was doing this in the summer, I was taking 15 minutes at least. I was dedicating 15 minutes out of my day to sit down, listen to the journal prompt. There's usually a video that comes with it. I'm not even sure if that's going to be happening this month. And just reflect and think and write. So that's my plan for September. Okay. Now at the bottom, let's pick a color. We'll do this purple. This is where I write the workouts that I do. So I own a Peloton. I think I've talked about that a little bit. I use the Peloton app and the bike. Not so much lately. I don't want to talk about it. But this is where I write what I actually did. So I think I give myself 3 lines, which means this is, I'm not using any of my washi. Isn't that funny? That's okay. There's lots of opportunity. I do less on the weekends. 1, there's less space, but 2, one of my rest days is on the weekend. So this is where I will put what workouts I do. This, I try to keep up with the weather. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And then in the one thing is where I put the daily affirmation from the Silk Sonder app. And I think I showed that in one of my last videos. So you can check that out. So that is where I will do that. Let's look at this upcoming week. Let me see. So my mind, body, health plan. This is where I usually write down about what Peloton workouts I'm going to do. And then what I actually do is what I write down here. But I have to have a plan. It helps to have a plan, something to look at so that I can kind of remind myself, okay, this is what you said you were going to do. This is what you said you were going to do. So on Mondays, I think I did this in here too, and I really liked it. I plan my rides. This is different. Oh, this is August. Maybe it was October. Let me take a look. Did I even set up my first week in October? See there, I did my something. I did something. Nope. Oh, I added my PM meds. I have those too that I have to take with dinner. October was a rough month. Okay, maybe I did it later because I would say, okay, I'm gonna do a 20-minute ride. I'm gonna do a 30-minute ride. I might have to just make it up. No, because I didn't do it in these ones. Must have been a different one. Okay, let's do it. So on Monday, I'm gonna ride. I'm going to do a 20-minute pillow ride. Of course, it's gonna be a pillow ride. That's the only kind I do. Tuesdays, we're gonna do arms. Wednesday, I'm gonna do a 30-minute pillow ride. Thursday is gonna be arms. Friday, I'm gonna do a free ride. That is whatever I want to do. Saturday is arms. I do arms 3 days a week. And then Sunday is rest, yoga. So that is my quick and dirty. Another time I was doing core. I'm not gonna worry about that right now. I'm gonna figure that out. For this area, I often do the rosebud thorn, and this, here's an example of that. So a rose is something that you're doing great. A bud is something that's emerging, some opportunity that's emerging, some practice that's emerging, and thorn is something that's not going as well. So I cover this up generally with a box. Let's see what I can do. I have some sticker books here from Happy Planner. I don't know that glitter is really the best option. Purple and brown. There really aren't any just deco boxes. Okay, this isn't good. Let's see. I have some seasonal books that I love. Finding a landscape box is difficult. Would go into my shopping list. Oh, look at that. So cute. We're past Halloween now, but that's okay. Fall, Hello Pumpkin. Fall in love with moments. I like that. I could use that. These are all New Year, Christmas. Okay, let's see. It's okay if it goes a little crazy. What I like is that it's not going to go into the meal plan. That's okay. Just about, does go into my shopping list. That's okay. And I might have went over this with the whiteout, but it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. And then maybe I can find another cute little sticker that's fall. Boo to you. That's not gonna work anymore. Family dinner, getting spooky, thankful, grateful. I don't think I'm gonna find it in this one. How about, oh, I like that. I color coordinated that. All right, seasonal, let's look at some fall here. Literally, this is not necessary. I just really like stickers sometimes. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's just nice to have a little pop of color. I don't know that I'm gonna find what I need in here though. Ooh, those leaves are cute. I could use this for something. Let's put it right here. Yeah, something perfect. Okay, that's great. That gives me a little something. I probably should have put it over here where there's nothing. Okay, weekly habits. There you go. That's something I need to fill out. So it's gonna seem weird, but it's true. Cook dinner is one of my weekly habits. When you have a husband that works in food service, he can generally bring home lots of things that you don't need to cook, which are not necessarily good for you. So I like to cook dinner 4 times a week. I like to try to cook dinner 4 times a week. Log all my food. I am keeping track of my macros, and that is a necessity for me to keep physically healthy. Essential oils. I love using my essential oils, and I try to make sure I use them every day. Aromatherapy is great for being in a better mood. Declutter something. Declutter. I try to do that at least 3 days a week. And then I also have my Peloton on here. So sure, I have a plan, but I don't always follow it. And so I like to make sure that I'm using the Peloton at least 4 days a week for something, whether it's my meditations, the bike, strength training, yoga, whatever. I like to make sure that I'm using it 4 days a week. Okay, so those are done. And then as I do them, I highlight them every night during my ritual time, right? Okay. Let's see, we're gonna, because we don't necessarily need that, we're gonna actually do that. And I'm gonna pull out another one of those stickers. I have to find which book it was again, and I don't remember. This is the one that it wasn't. There we go. Whoops. Bucket list. Uh-oh. It wasn't this one, right? Did I just go past it? There it is. Down here. Somewhere close to the middle. I went over just a wee bit. That's okay. I can get some scissors and cut that off. Okay, let's see. This week I want to feel, I don't know what I want to feel yet this week. Weekly to-dos. I have a few. Weekly major goals. I don't have time to plan that out right now. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'll probably come back to this later. Right now I'm at the end of the time that I set aside to work on this. Whoop. So here we go. This is where we are at. As I come in and sit down and work with this, I'll try to record a few more times, probably sped up so you can see how this progresses. And then at the end of the month, we'll do an after the pen flip through. I'm really excited. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next clip.